The second process step of dealing with difficult people is providing empathy and being empathetic. Hi, I'm Tim Schneider with Aegis Learning, and welcome back to our ongoing series of dealing successfully with difficult folks. Now, empathy is an interesting thing. A lot of people can, they understand it. They understand when they get it. They understand when they give it. They feel it, certainly, but they don't really know how to describe it. Now, what empathy is, and it happens right after listening in dealing with difficult people, empathy is the ability for you to put yourself in the shoes or in the situation or in the feeling of the person you're interacting with. Now, there are two types of empathy. First is called situational empathy. Has an event ever occurred directly with you? Somebody's very, very upset that they've lost their bank card. Well, have you ever lost your bank card? Have you ever maybe forgotten to activate it? Things like that. Somebody that's had a flat tire on the freeway. Have you ever had a flat tire? Well, of course you have. You can apply that situational empathy. You understand situationally what they're going through. Now, the other piece of empathy, and it's probably a little bit more powerful, is called emotional empathy. So maybe the exact experience has never occurred to them, but the emotion related to it, things like frustration, anger, upset, disappointed, I bet you've been that way, and I bet we all have. So emotional empathy allows us to connect even if we haven't experienced the exact situation. So maybe you haven't ever lost your bank card, or maybe you haven't, forgotten to activate it and needed money really, really badly to pay for something. But have you been frustrated? Have you been disappointed, maybe disappointed in yourself? Can you relate then, empathy, can you relate to the emotion that the other person is feeling? Summoning genuine empathy, the ability to say, wow, I get it, either situationally or emotionally, and then using the words of empathy. I understand. Man, I get it. I see what you're going through. I see how that's so upsetting. I understand. All those words delivered with the right tone and the right feeling are going to go a long way to diffuse a difficult person. Empathy really is one of those techniques that can't be faked. So in terms of the process here, I'm going to appeal to you to think about, always when you're listening to a difficult person, remember that was our first step in this process, always look for a situation that you can connect with, and if you can't, try to connect with the emotion they're going through. And again, use those words of empathy. They're going to be incredibly, incredibly powerful. Also in this step, you're going to want to do things like use somebody's name. That helps diffuse too. So when you say, I understand, it's, you know what, Tim, I really do understand. I get it. And again, paying attention to your tone, your inflection, and the genuineness that you have for it is going to be really, really important. Now, the next time we're together next week, we're going to talk about third step, which is going to challenge some of our self-management a little bit, and that is offering an apology right behind this point of empathy. I hope you have a great week, and I hope you're really working hard on listening, managing yourself, and some of those techniques associated with dealing with difficult people.